Well, hello everyone. Welcome. My name is Dana Christian Lee, and I'm the founder and executive director of Embody. And I am so happy you have joined us today. Wherever you are in the world, welcome, welcome, welcome to Embody, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to positively impacting global health and well-being for all people. How the heck do we do that? We create access. We create access to the tools of yoga and mindfulness, and we blend them with a spirit and an action of service for people to feel better, body, mind, and heart, and do good in a world that needs us so very deeply. And 2020 has shown us the world needs us healthy, well, and active now more than ever. So I'm so happy to be able to spend this night with you and talk about reflection. Reflection over a year that's been everything I've heard from, 2020 dumpster year to, you could go on and on. We don't need to rehash negativity or what's been challenging. We know it, we've felt it, we've embodied it in ourselves. And what I'm asking us now to do is to release that out of our bodies. Let the grip soften. Let our minds and our hearts open to dig into the good, reveal the lessons, whether they were hard, whether they were long, short, easy, whatever they were, the lessons. What was your win this year? What can you take out of 2020? And I've sat with this for quite some time in the last couple of weeks. For me, to get clear and to begin to close the books on 2020 and step into 2021 with positive energy, with fuel, and with pride that not only did I and Embody withstand, didn't just make it, we actually really had a sense of thriving. Before shelter in place started back in March, Embody was strictly online, it was strictly in person. And once pandemic hit, we couldn't do that. So I was like, okay, how do we pivot everything that we do and go online? And it wasn't easy, and the learning curve was pretty steep, and we're still learning always. However, we have been able to reach more people to further our mission, which is to create access to a larger network of people so all can be physically and mentally well, having tools to use in their lives. So for me, for Embody, that rises up to the top of a big win. But as I dug deeper, I just wanted to know what were the bright spots, what rose to the surface, what kept me going when the days were hard. And I want to challenge you with that too. I want you to ask yourself, what were your bright spots? What were the lessons? What were the takeaways? Where was the joy and the goodness? I know you can find at least one thing this past year. It's a lot of days to dig out the gold. If we focus on the negative, that's what we'll keep in our bodies and our beings, and we're going to carry that into 2021. And I'm guessing that you don't want to do that. So with me tonight, I'm going to kind of lay out what I came up with, my map for 2020, and what gives me juice, what gave me the fire, and what I plan on taking into 2021. And I want you to follow along with me in your own way. Maybe it resonates, maybe it doesn't. But I want you to find what comes to the surface for you after a full calendar year in 2020. So for me, 2020's lesson has been to embody the essential. And what does that even mean? Essential is it's completely necessary. You have to have it in order to move forward. And so my wins have been choosing and honoring what is essential. So tonight, I'm going to take us through an embodied practice of each of those essential people or ways of being that have been anchors, and then actually the sense of elevation to get me, Embody, my family to the next level, not only withstanding what happened this year, but transcending it. So I hope you want to go on this journey with me. What we're going to do is just take your comfortable seat. I'm going to back up just a little bit and get all the way on my mat. There we go. Sit up on some height as you have need. If crossing your feet isn't comfortable, take any position where your spine is nice and long and you get your head over your shoulders. Let your hands rest in your lap or face down on your thighs. Softly begin to close your eyes and slowly and deeply breathe. And as I ring the bell, I want you to turn inside and start with January and reflect over your year. If you get stuck on what was hard, try to let that go and focus, anchor to the wins, to the bright spots, the takeaways. With your gaze drawn, slowly and deeply breathe. In through your nose and out through your nose. Feeling warmth within and a sense of calm coming over your body, unifying your heart and your mind in this present moment of just sitting and breathing and being. And every breath, take in a month. Start with January. Pandemic hasn't hit. We have a new energy for 2020. What were you feeling? How were you feeling? What were the gifts? What were the wins? Let go of the struggle, the hurt, the loss. Acknowledge it and let it go. And plant a seed, a win from January in your heart. We're going to do that for each month in the quiet of our own heart. You travel through your calendar with the time that you need to reflect. And if you get to a month that is too hard, you don't find any good, it's too difficult to be in that month, put a pin in it and notice it. And just use your breath to help release the tensions you're holding in your body as you transition into the next month. And challenge yourself to find one win, one bright spot, one takeaway from 2020 by the end of our meditation and our time together tonight. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Soften your breath. Just sit in the quiet. your seat, your journey. And if you didn't complete, it's okay. Just let this be open-ended for you. If you got to the end and carried a lot of struggle, just notice it and do your best to honor the teachings and let them go. As we practice tonight, to elevate the good, to find the merry, the bright, as we end what is a monumental year for us all. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and seal your intention in. Taking 3 deep breaths in and out. Together we inhale. Together we exhale. Gently release your hands and slowly open your eyes. All right, that could have been really fun. It could have been really hard. It's probably both. And that's okay, because reflection requires, it demands of us to take in the entirety of our experience and to pay attention and to listen and to work through and then take forward the wisdom and who we have become as a result of every lesson, every experience, for they are all our teacher. And because you're having these experiences, you're alive. And that's really, really powerful and good news. So I hope something rose up within you. For me, it was strange. I was going through and I got to the beginning of I don't know, April-ish, and we got into TikTok in our house. And I almost started laughing in my meditation because we had so much fun making videos with me, my daughter Grace, my husband Jason, and it was something that was really fun and something I like to do, which is move and dance and be embodied. And so that just came as this beautiful memory and goal to take forward. So in our hatha practice, our asana, our movement, I'm going to guide you through the 14 essentials of 2020 that rose up for me. And the TikTok and Grace has to do with family. And so that's definitely one of my pillars, has been one of my takeaways, is family is my bedrock, and movement has kept me sane and healthy. And health is number one. If these essentials don't line up with you, just breathe and move with me and let yours come in and through. But I'm guessing that we're not too far off where you too may align with the values and the essentials that I held as anchors for me this year. So clear off your mats, stand up, and you need to take off your socks, clear off your mat. You do that thing, I will too. And I'm going to reference my notes a little bit so I can keep my thoughts straight. And for each section, I anchored someone that I admire in a quote to really drive home for me and for you and for us tonight, this sense of what's essential and what gave me and hopefully you a sense of hope and power to remember the good that this year brought and that how it will move forward with us into 2020. So stand in mountain pose, firm your legs, and lift your chest. And begin to slowly and deeply breathe. I'm actually going to turn my mat as well. And get some activity in your legs. Press into your feet and have your leg muscles strong. Anchor down through your tailbone, lift up through your belly, and stand taller in who you are. As we honor essential one, health. Health is critical, physical and mental well-being. Breathe in and breathe out. Now flow with me. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gather. Let me do that 2 more times. Inhale, rise, vibrant health. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gather. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, gather. Close your eyes and ask yourself, how was your health journey this year? Winston Churchill says that healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. So working toward our health and well-being is not only important, it is critical. Breathe in and breathe out. Good job. Inhale, rise up. Number 2, family. Inhale, rise, and exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Step back, down dog. Family is my bedrock. May it be yours. Just explore how family showed up for you this year. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, come onto plank, maybe how you showed up for family. Exhale, chaturanga. Stretch your feet back, cobra. Yeah. Downward facing dog, go up and back. 3 breaths. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. Look up, step or hop. Forward bend, lengthen, and fold. Roll up to rise, stand tall, take your shoulders up and back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, gather. Barbara Bush said, at the end of your life, you will never regret having passed one more test, not winning one more verdict, or not closing one more deal. You will regret time not spent with your husband, your friend, your child, or your parent. And all the other people that you love. Family is critical. It is bedrock to me. And you are my family because you're part of my body. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Friendship. Friends in all forms. Essential, essential, essential. Bow down. Lengthen, breathe in. Step or jump back, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Lift your left leg up, breathe in. Step it forward, breathe out. Build your way into crescent lunge. Rise up. And as we spend time in these poses and we hit the essentials that have come through in my life this year, friendship. How have you showed up as a friend? And how have others shown up for you? Has it been essential? I bet you're essential to others. Lunge, step back, plank, tippy toes, exhale, chaturanga, curl through cobra, downward facing dog, right leg lifts, step it through, build crescent lunge, second side. Firm your legs, lift your chest. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And as friendship flows in and through you, as you hold your friends in your mind and your heart, can you imagine bringing in someone you have a struggle with to heal a relationship? Exhale. Plank. Tippy toes, chaturanga, cobra, or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths. Tippy toes, look up, step or hop, forward bend. Lengthen, breathe in. Bow down, breathe out. Roll up to stand. Reach your arms up overhead and gather into your heart. As you bring your hands over your chest, put them on top of your heart, close your eyes and feel the friendship flow through you as you honor yourself as a friend and others who show up for you. And Michelle Obama says, we should always have 3 friends in our lives. One who walks ahead of us, who we look up to and follow. One who walks beside us, who is with us every step of the journey. And the one who we reach back for and bring along after we've cleared the way. So many different ways to be in friendship. Breathe in and breathe out. Essential. Number 4, community and connection. Oh, sweet Lord above. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rise your arms, lift your energy, send it to your community that you miss so deeply. And exhale and know as we do this practice together, we are connected. Look up, lift your heart. We're connected by heart. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Step your left leg through. Pop your back heel down, come on up into warrior 2. We don't realize sometimes how important people, opportunities, communities, and connections are. We take them for granted, perhaps. Like they're always going to be there. Who knew we couldn't gather this year? Who knew? And in your breath and in your heart, hold the community of Embody, the people that you love close, that you can't be with, and bring them on your mat tonight. Feel the connection of breath and heart. Breathe it in. Cartwheel it around. Lunge. Step back dog. Right leg lifts. Step it through. Pop your back heel down. Warrior 2, second side. Firm your legs. Lift your chest. Feel the people that connect us. Feel the people, feel the place, feel the mission, feel the purpose. And let that uplift you tonight. And remind you, you are not alone. Spin it around to lunge, plank. You can rest or come through chaturanga. Cobra, Sphinx, or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in and breathe out. Look up, step or hop, forward bend, lengthen, bow, and roll up. Take your shoulders up and back. Take your shoulders up and back. As we bring our hands to our heart or in Anjali Mudra. As we close essential, number 4, community and connection. Mother Teresa says, if we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. We belong to each other. Globally, let us care in community through connection and service. Breathe in and breathe out. Essentialism number 5, mindset. Sweep your arms down and reach up. Exhale, bow. Lengthen, breathe in. Step back, down dog, breathe out. Right leg lifts. Step it through. Spin your back heel down and bring your left hand at your waist. Your right forearm can come to your thigh or stay on the floor. Push through your back foot, extend through your top arm. And roll your shoulders up and back. And know Mindset creates your world, how you wake up each day, positive or negative, how you step forward with each thought, with each breath, because a day becomes a week, becomes a month, your life, your mindset. My mindset guides me forward. Breathe in, exhale, touch down, breathe out, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in deeply, exhale completely. Left leg lifts, step it through. Second side, Parsvakonasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Just as you're breathing, check in with the scape of your mind. What's it saying? Where do your thoughts go? Are they leaning positive or negative? No, each breath is an opportunity to choose again. Look down, touch down, step back, plank. Come through a vinyasa or rest in child's pose. You flow your way. Breathe in and breathe out. Tippy toes, step or hop, forward bend. Lengthen and bring your hands at your hips, shoulders on your back. Inhale, come up to stand. Release your hands down, lift your heart up. As we close mindset with Tony Robbins, he says every day, stand guard at the door of your mind, and you alone decide what thoughts and beliefs you let into your life, for they will shape whether you feel rich or poor, cursed or blessed. Oh, Tony, breathe in. Wisdom bomb. And as your palms are together, we step toward number 6, essential for 2020, Dana's list. And this is gratitude. Inhale, reach up. You have a body, you have breath. Exhale, bow forward. You have life. So grateful. Breathe in, look up. Step or hop back, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Right leg lifts. Step it through. Pop your back heel down and build Trikonasana, triangle pose. Hand at your waist. You can come up on height, on a block, finger pads, whatever you need to access your pose. And then open your top arm up to the sky if it feels like it's a good expression. And let this pose be filled with gratitude for being together on our mats in this practice, united by a mission of feeling better each day to do good. What a gift. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Take your shoulders back, lift your chest up, and perhaps even put a smile on that mug. Yeah. Lunge to down dog. Breath in, breath out. Left leg extends and steps through. Trikonasana, second side triangle pose. Build it. And as you anchor down in gratitude, push down, ground into the earth, and know that it is good for your soul. Lengthen shoulders back, chest up. On the darkest days, don't ask why, ask how. How can I serve? How can I give a smile? How can I share a note? How can I take a yoga pose with absolute focus, body, mind, and heart, and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathe in and breathe out. Look down, lunge, vinyasa, or child's pose. Downward facing dog as we ground into gratitude, which is good for the soul. Let the words of Maya Angelou fill you up. She said, let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer. And let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome the good. Maya, breathe. Such a bringer of wisdom, Maya Angelou. Look up, step or hop. Light, grateful hop. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Rise up, inhale, stand tall. As we bring our hands in front of our hearts for gratitude, full breath. Release your hands. Lift your chest. Halfway there. Essentialism number 7 is leadership. And boy, does our world need solid, strong, and compassionate leaders now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Step back, down dog. And as we are in our shapes, know that you are not off the hook for leadership. Leadership is not only on a reboot, but it's also on a recall, calling everybody back to the seat of the leader. Every one of us can make a difference. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right leg lifts. Step it through. Look forward. Hop your back foot in. Come build warrior 3. It's a perfect pose for leadership, to be a warrior, but a warrior for what? For whom? How about a leader that makes the world work for all of us? 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Step back, crescent lunge. As you anchor into the seat of the leader of your own life, breathe in. Embody that. Yeah. Touch down. Step back, dog. Full breath. Left leg lifts. Step it through. Build warrior 3, second side. You can place your hands wherever creates most stability. And then we wrestle. We wrestle with the pose. We wrestle with the responsibility. So many people say, no, not me. I'm not a leader. Step into your sense of leadership. How do you show up for others in your life? Bend your front leg. Crescent lunge. Step back plank. Flow through or rest. Downward facing. Look up, step or hop. Stay in forward fold for a few breaths. As Simon Sinek speaks to us about leadership, he says the true price of leadership is the willingness to place the needs of others above your own. Great leaders truly care about those who they are privileged to lead and understand that the true cost of leadership privilege comes at the expense of self-interest. Great leaders truly care about those they are privileged to lead. And me leading you tonight is such a privilege. From your forward fold, flat back, look up, bow down, rise up, reach up, and gather it in. Take a full breath as we welcome essentialism number 8, generosity. Did you close this year? Or were you able to open and open and open your heart? Breathe in, reach your hands down, release, breathe out. Inhale, rise up, stand tall. Exhale, bow, step or hop back, downward facing dog. I'm going to turn sideways because I want you to follow me and rolling to the outside of your right foot. Stack your feet one on top of the other. Bring your left hand at your waist and your shoulders on your back. And if you need extra support, that top foot can go as a kickstand as you plug into your generous heart and open it up. Generosity from the inside out. Giving because it is so important for us to feel satisfied with our lives, valuable. Breathe in, breathe out. Look down, come to plank, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Look up, roll to the outside of the other foot, left foot. Stack your feet, side plank, Vashisthasana. Firm your legs, lift your chest, and build. You can play, you can lift a leg, you can even bend your knee, go into tree, whatever you want to do, but play with your generous spirit. Breathe in. Open your heart wide, good. Hand at your waist, look down, come back to downward facing dog. You can flow through plank or rest. Vinyasa to dog. Look up. Step or hop your feet forward, Uttanasana, step on your hands. Release your wrists. And in your fold, take Osho with you in generosity. One of the most basic things to understand is the more you share something, the more it grows inside you. Share whatsoever you have and it will grow. Cling to it. Become afraid of sharing a friendship of love, and it will shrink. Life only knows one law, and that is the law of expansion and sharing. Open with a generous heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lengthen, inhale. Bow down, exhale. Rise up, stand tall. As we conclude generosity. Close your eyes. Feel the essential ways of being in the world. Breathe in. Release your hands down. Number 9, the essential habits of our daily life. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Lengthen. Step back dog. Habits define who we are and who we are going to become. Pay attention to what you do every day, what you say, what you think. Breathe in right leg. Step it through. Come on forward, pop your back heel up. Hands underneath your shoulders, square your hips, look up. From here, you can stay in a half split, or you can bring your hand to your waist, build Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. We make a habit of a yoga practice, a habit of grounding in intention, a habit of moving our bodies, leading with our breath. And then the habit, the mantra of feel better, do good, it becomes who we are. Setting our trajectory on who we want to even become more deeply in our lives. Touch down, square your hips. Take that right hand, just do a little twist. You can go to your waist or the floor. Good job. Touch down, step back, crescent lunge, and touch down. Downward facing dog. Second side, leg lifts, breathe in. Step it forward, breathe out. Build half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, side 2. Firm your legs, square your hips, lift your chest. And let the habit of breathing first, then moving, flow through you. That allows your yoga practice to habitually become practiced from the inside out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Struggle a little bit. It's okay. That's part of new habits, new ways of being. Then we touch down. We did it. We feel proud. Switch sides. Left arm lengthens and twists. Touch down. Bend your legs. Step back. Crescent lunge. 3 breaths. Touch down. Flow to down dog. 3 breaths. And in down dog, let the wisdom of Jim Rohn come through you. He says everyone must choose one of 2 pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. For every disciplined effort, there is a multiple reward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Which do you choose? Left leg lifts. Step it through, pigeon on the left. So you build your shape. If you need to come onto your back, please do so. So you can point your knee between your hands for a little bit more access. If your hips are more open, you can work to getting that front shin parallel to the front of your mat. Back toes are tucked under. Hug in so you can lift up first. Align your body so it's safe, and then begin to go into your pigeon. In an essential teaching, essential way of being, embodying the essential for me. Number 10 is sleep. Pigeon is in a sleeping pose, but I like it because it's a turning inward. And sleep, turning inward, powering down, recharging. Slowing. Slow your breath and feel the mind calm down. With sleep, we transform our brains. We become healthier. We are informed by dreams. Prioritizing sleep. I know it's hard for parents. That's why it makes it even more critical if you have kids, young or teenagers like me. They keep you up. We need to find a way to bless them and bless ourselves with sleep. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly walk your hands back and look up. Take your time to switch sides. You can take a vinyasa in between sides. You can rest, but we'll meet with pigeon on the right. And as you set yourself up, we align ourselves. Alignment is non-negotiable. Keeps us safe. Sleep needs to be non-negotiable as much as possible because it keeps us healthy. It is so difficult. Come on in. Take your final shape and be there. It is so difficult without sleep to be clear, to be focused, to have sustained energy. However you can, join me. 2020, I really had to go in and say sleep is crucial. And the hardest part of sleep is to turn the mind off. That's why a sweet yoga practice of deep breath, intentional movement, grounded in your heart's desire, calms not only your thoughts, but calms your nervous system. It's enlivening, but then it's also settling, it's grounding. Take a few more breaths here. One of the sleep gurus is a brain specialist. He says it's not just work hard and play hard, but rest hard. Jim Quick knows the power of sleep on the brain and that impact on your life. Play hard, but rest hard. Work, but find that balance to rest. Make your way back slowly and mindfully to down dog. Lower your knees and sit back. All right, we're almost there. For my top 14 essentials, we are now on money. Money rose to the surface is not only essential for living, but essential for our world to face, because money is a non-negotiable on how we live. And so the perfect pose for that, for me, is an inversion, to go upside down. And this year I had to take a new perspective on money, what it can do, the good it can do, the lives it can transform, and why it's important to let it flow in and through. So let's take whatever inversion you prefer. So an inversion is just your head below your heart. So you can come in child's pose, you can come into forearm stand. I'm going to come into forearm stand. So interlace your fingers, put your elbows on the earth, tuck your toes, and lift your hips. Walk your feet in. Sometimes with money, we feel turned upside down, lacking perspective. So anytime you feel out of control, not sure which way is up, go upside down. Breathe and ask for help, for guidance. And that's what I did with money this year, and it said, respect me. Be kind to me. It demands that of us. Three more breaths. Breath of life comes in. Lower your knees down. If you are up in forearm stand, come on into table. And just tuck your toes under and stretch your hips back into a puppy pose. Or a version of child's pose, whatever you need. As the wisdom of Seneca rises up around money, he says it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Man, woman, human, are we satisfied? Is money for good, or does money corrupt? Let's work on building the positivity, that relationship, that essential nature. Breathe in. And come on back, breathe out. All right, good job. Number 12, grace. Widen your knees, touch your big toes, take your hips back and go into child's pose. Turn your palms up and close your eyes. And in this shape, this pose of repose, grace has been my year. I focus on something every year, and grace has been my focus. Not only do I have a daughter named Grace, who is beautiful and challenging, but grace itself, this power, this flow, this energy. It keeps me moored and anchored when the seas are rough. It is beautiful, and also it is an ass kicker. Grace is a powerful force. Allow it to flow in and through you. And may grace be a guiding force in your life. A few more breaths in child's pose as I quote my teacher, John Friend. I quote him with honor, and I quote him with who I've become from this simple phrase: grace will hold you every step of the way. Thank you, John Friend, for your light and your teaching. Breathe in, breathe out. Look up and walk your hands back. Sit up and swing your legs around. I'm going to stay seated, but I'm going to talk you through these last two poses. So lie back and bend your knees and put your feet flat on the earth about 6 to 8 inches from your backside. Move your hips gently to the left, twist your knees to the right. Keep your shoulders rooted back. Let your spine sweetly twist. It revolves. It cleanses. And just enjoy your body settling into a twist. Essential 13, the environment. Mother Earth, she is our only home. This year she spoke in so many ways. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently switch sides, lift your knees, move your hips, twist to the opposite direction. And sink into the twist, and now imagine sinking deeper and deeper, being held by our great mother. She is our earth. She is our provider of light and water, all things that we need to live. This year our mother spoke in heavy tones, and she said, enough. Wake up. Your home is in danger. My literal home in Northern California, the region where I now live, ravaged by wildfire. 3 times in 1 year. Where did you see and feel the impact of the environment, saying, enough, protect me, protect your home? Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your knees back up. Neutralize your hips and widen your feet a little bit and let your knees simply kiss together. You bring your palms together and place the roots of your thumbs in between your eyebrows. It's your third eye to turn inward as we honor the Great Mother, the essential nurturer for us all. And her greatest champion and one of my heroes is Greta Thunberg. And Greta, a teenager herself, says, humanity is now standing at a crossroads. We must now decide which path we want to take. How do we want the future living conditions for all species to be like? Greta. She is a champion for our world. Essential to me. Breathe in and breathe out. If there's anything else you need to do before you settle into your final pose of Shavasana, please get yourself comfortable. And as you lie in your final pose, the beautiful essential rising up for me, number 14, is love. Love, love, love. Put your hand on your heart and a hand on your belly in Shavasana. And feel your heartbeat. And know that you are loved. And you are being called to love more. At the end of the day, for me, essentially, it's love. Please rest in this love space. Lovingly inhale and exhale. If this space of Shavasana is feeling really good for you right now, stay here. If you're ready to slowly come out with me, I'm going to guide you out with our final words of wisdom from the Seasons of Love, a musical that I love so very much called Rent. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 moments so dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure? Measure a year. In daylights and sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measure in love. Slowly begin to awaken your body and know that you are essentially love. In all its forms, stretch and awaken. And slowly bend your knees one at a time. Let your feet rest steady on our earth. As you anchor into the essential love that is you. Gently roll to your side. Take a breath in and out. As you mindfully make your way back up to take your final seat, the way we began, Sukhasana, easy pose. Hold your feet, join your palms, lift your spines, and close your eyes. Turn your gaze inward. What was essential for you in 2020? What was the gold? What were the wins? For me, health, family, friends, community and connection, mindset, gratitude, leadership, generosity, habits, sleep, money, grace, the environment, and love. Those taught me and blessed me and have fueled me each day to keep going, each day to rise and to say, how am I here to serve today? And friends, as the year comes to a close, it's not an end or a beginning, but a going onward with all the wisdom that experience can instill in us. Onward. Take these essentials and embody them in 2020 if they work for you, and carry them into 2021 with new wisdom and compassion and passion to make the world a healthier and happier place for all people. Go in peace, my friends. Shine your light and share your life. Namaste. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale. Release your hands and come back. Thank you for going on this journey with me, a calendar year almost complete in one practice. Now I invite you, when you're done, grab a journal, grab a warm cup of tea, and sit down and write from your heart the goodness that this year has blessed you with. Ignore the negative voices and the feelings and the tensions that may rise, and write from your heart, for you are measured in love. And you are loved by me.